thing is the aspect of servanthood. When you put yourself out there in leadership, you can be called upon at any time. Like you put yourself out there on the limb. Like you said, like I'm volunteering for this. Like I want to be in a leadership position, which means you're set apart over them and be there for them when they need. Which means in the afternoon, which means at midnight, whenever you're called upon, and to not just think of yourself as one of the other people on the floor, but as that person who must step out and sacrifice, which is what servanthood is. It's laying yourself down.
So something that I had to gradually learn is to really utilize my staff. That was key. I don't know, I think one of the hardest things is to learn that a lot of people that are your friends are not going to understand what you're going through, but your staff does. They're there with you and experiencing so many of the same things that they can relate to you. And they're there to help us all succeed. And along with our RDs. They want to be there for you and are there to support you and will answer any questions no matter how late it is or anything random like that. They're really there for you. And so to tap into that and not feel oh my gosh, it's me against a world of guys or girls.
An important part of being an RA is knowing when to follow up with your relationships, especially after you would write somebody up or something like that, and coming back to them and talking to them, not necessarily about their write-up, but something else that you can focus on, just so that they know that your relationship isn't just based on the write-up or the discipline of the situation, but you actually care about the person beyond. You can also follow up with relationships after you've been the person's RA. So they'll know that you really cared about them if you take the time out of your schedule to go and talk to them.
Is the responsibility that we have across the campus as a whole and not just on our floors during the year. It's one thing to uphold policies and to have integrity on your floor, but it's another thing to confront people that you may not even know, or people who are a lot bigger than you or kind of scary, and actually enforce the rules to them. It can be.
I had this sweet idea of what community was going to look like. I was really excited to just see how people would interact and how there would be just this unity on my floor. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, and he says, a man that loves community destroys it, but a man that loves the brethren builds it up. That really came into play as I progressed, because I realized that I couldn't just bond everybody together just because they're on my floor. I had to meet them where they were at, form relationships with them based not only on the position, but the fact that we were brothers in Christ. Seek out real relationships with these guys that aren't just based on the job. And after I did that, things just started to click together.